A pathway for cargo now open after its chamber cracked, forcing it to shut down for 9 months to undergo structural repairs. We're talking about the Wilson Lock in Florence. Most of the repairs located near the bottom of the gate, where hundreds of tons of water pressure are at its greatest. It was all because of cracking in the steel structure that acts like a hinge for the nearly 100-foot gate. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo takes us to the lock to see how it's holding up.
Wilson Lock is officially finished and opened back up to commercial and recreational boats. It comes after over 9 months of repairs to the main lock's gate hinge, or the pintle. Officials describe the timeline as a quick turnaround for the amount of work that went into the project. It took dozens of people, a repair fleet, consultations with other locks, and being made a top priority for the Army Corps of Engineers.
It was a big pack on industry, and so we tried to keep industry flowing, and we understood that the ox really slowed down the progression of barges up and downstream. So we pulled a heavy fleet in from off another job to do this job.
They opened up the lock this morning at 6 a.m. and let the first barge through right as I arrived earlier today. These barges having to go through the smaller auxiliary lock while the main gate was down, causing shipping delays for days along the Tennessee River.
Most of the barges that come through here are going to stop like Decatur and Guntersville in our area. But Chattanooga, Knoxville, and then points in between gets product also.
Lockmaster Brian Brewer says they've tried to work with shipping companies to make the closure as seamless as possible.
It'll save them from experiencing shutdowns, and that's one thing we've tried to avoid. We've had a priority committee in place, so there has been times where boats would come up, plants would get to the point where they needed their product, and we would run them through quicker by giving them a priority lockage. That's worked out really well. We've tried to avoid shutdowns at all costs because, we all know people that work at these plants, and we don't want them to be laid off or lose their jobs.
Now, after the repair, it'll take hours instead of days to get through Wilson Lock. Unless they have problems in the meantime, they plan to check on their work in about 2 years to see how the repairs are holding up. In Florence, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
Most of the repairs located near the bottom of the gate, where hundreds of tons of water pressure are at its greatest. And we are expecting the closure to happen again in about 2 weeks. And excuse us for a moment, we're expecting it to happen again for 2 weeks while they install a guard wall next to the locking chamber.